Hey everyone, Don here from Unstoppable Life, and here is your Unstoppable Thought of the Week. So, our topic for this week is letting go of who we were. Let's say it again, letting go of who we were. So, I want to start by talking about something many of us struggled with. I did, and that is the desire to go back. You know, we've all thought this and we've all felt this at least one time. We had a going back to a different season of our life and maybe going back to a different version of ourselves, back to a time when things felt a lot less difficult and simpler, more certain, definitely more familiar. And I know this happens to me and has happened recently, but maybe you've caught yourself saying things like, I just want to feel like I used to, or I wish I could get back to who I was. Or even, if I could just get back to that version of myself, everything would be great. It would be so much better. Now, I understand these thoughts. I've had them myself. But lately, I've been wondering and being very, very particular about this. And maybe we've been asking ourselves the wrong question. What if the goal isn't to go back? What if the goal is to move forward? Because that truth is where our life changes us. Now think about it this way. Experiences, they change us. The successes we had, they changed us. The setbacks, and we sometimes call them failures, those change us. Even traumatic losses, they change us. And most of all, the responsibilities that we've taken on over the years and decades, it changes us. And whether we like it or not, the person we were 10 or 20 years ago, that person really does not exist any longer. And that is not a bad thing. It's simply the reality of where we are. So the challenge comes when we spend years trying to recreate an old version of ourselves instead of getting to know the person that we have become. What do? We compare ourselves to our younger version, which is a completely different version. We know this. It's a version that didn't have today's experiences and lessons and some of the scars or the wisdom. And then we wonder why we feel stuck in that area or that moment. See, the truth is, growth often requires letting go. Letting go of things. And not because the old version of us was wrong. It's because those years don't have the same impact of where we are now. See, holding on too tightly to the past can prevent us from embracing what's ahead of us. And I've come to believe that one of the most courageous things a person can do is stop asking something like this. How do I get back to who I was? And start asking this. Who am I becoming? Who am I becoming? That, my friends, is a very different conversation. And it's a conversation filled with possibility and curiosity and growth, and you can bet some uncertainty. But it's also where the next chapter of our life begins. So here's something to think about this week. What version of yourself are you still trying to hold on to? What version of that are you still trying to hold on to? And what might be the possibility if you finally give yourself permission to let go of that version? Sit with those questions, because your future may be dependent less on reclaiming who we were and more on discovering who we're becoming. If this message resonates with you, this week's episode of The Truth About Us is going to explore what happens when your old life no longer fits and how to move forward without trying to become the person we used to be. Until next time, keep showing up. Keep having these honest and truthful conversations and quality questions, and keep asking them to yourself. Be honest and be truthful.